like her to have some words about her experience as being an eyewitness in Halabja.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'd like to talk about some of my memories about Halabja catastrophe in 1988. After a long period of struggle against Saddam Hussein's regime, on the 13th of March 1988, Halabja became independent from Iraqi forces and enjoyed freedom for only 3 days. The freedom lasted only 72 hours, after which the city of Halabja became a target of the Iraqi regime, which aimed to wipe Halabja from the face of the earth. The attack started at midday on the 16th of March, when the people of the city having their lunch. Suddenly, there was a heavy bombardment by the Iraqi forces. The city was full of fire and the sky was full of smoke. Nobody could finish their lunch. Everybody ran for their lives, escaping from the city. Some of them hid in their basements, which finally became their graveyards. Some of them tried to escape, but could not make it. People didn't have time even to put on their shoes. They ran barefoot. We have seen people lying on the streets, but we didn't realize that they are dead because we couldn't see any injury of their bodies. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything for them because we were rushing for our lives as well. There were 4 exits from the city to Iran. At that evening, anyone who survived from the chemical attack and took 3 roads out of 4 were bombed and killed by planes. Only those who escaped from one of the 4 exits survived. As me, I feel blessed by God to have taken that road. Now, as you see, I am here today going to study a PhD at this university, and maybe a lot of people had the same dream as me but couldn't make it. The tragedy didn't end on this day, but only started then. A lot of people were separated from their families and were taken by Iranian authorities to take for them. Thus, they lost half of their families. Most were mothers and children. Even, for example, a child like Zimnako found his family after 22 years. In addition to this, people still suffer from a high percentage of medical disorders, such as miscarriage, 40 times higher, colon cancer 10 times higher than the normal rate, eye and skin problems, fertility and reproductive disorders, and birth defects are miserably high in Halabja and other areas that were subjected to the chemical attacks. The environment effect is great, and the chemical can still be found after 25 years. Now Halabja needs to be rebuilt. Local government, the Kurdistan regional government, and the central government of Iraq have done only a little for the city. Internationally, the event of March 1988 have not been uniformly recognized as an act of genocide, although Sweden, Norway, and recently the UK Parliament have done so. Finally, we as Kurdish will never forget the gas attack of March 1988. Our brothers and sisters in Halabja will live in our heart and will never be forgotten. Thank you very much.